Hey guys, this is the UltraTac K18 flashlight. This is a AAA battery powered keychain flashlight. I bought this one in November 2015. Now, I only carried it for a few weeks because if you're to use this flashlight with a regular AAA battery, it only, and I'm saying only, has a maximum output of 110 lumens. And that is not out of the ordinary these days. Now, 110 lumens is enough for pretty much everything you need to do with a small keychain flashlight. However, if you manage to find a 10440 rechargeable battery, this flashlight turns into a monster. It will have a maximum output of 360 lumens. Now, bear in mind that this is a keychain flashlight, so it will only be able to have a maximum output of 360 lumens for about 20 minutes. That's what the user's manual says, and I did not test it. I did play around with it for the last month because it was just in the last month that I managed to track down a 10440 rechargeable battery. This one says 3.7 volts, but I have a charger that actually shows the voltage and it goes up to 4.2. Now, of course, you could use this battery with other AAA battery powered flashlights. However, it's not recommended for most. However, with this one, it actually says the user's manual gives you the specs. And because I knew I wasn't going to find the box by the time I was going to make this review, I took a picture, and you can maybe freeze the frame here and look at the specs. Maximum output of 360 lumens, medium of 80 lumens, and a low output of 5 lumens if you're using a 10440 rechargeable battery. It also gives the specs for a regular AAA battery, and it shows you the fact that it is impact resistant and waterproof. So this is a pretty cool little flashlight. I have used it for the last month, and during this time I kept playing with it, turning it on and off, and when the night comes, it's really fun to play with 360 lumens that you can actually carry on your keys very comfortably. It's not at all bigger than the TI3 or the i3 EOS. Same size, just much more powerful. This flashlight, however, has two drawbacks. Number one for me was the fact that it cannot do a tail stand. You see, this part is rounded, so you cannot stand it on a table. That is a great advantage when it comes to the others I have, because if you have a power outage or it's in the middle of the night and you just don't feel like turning on the light, you can just put the flashlight on a table, it'll do a tail stand, and it'll illuminate a room. This one cannot do that. However, you can shine it on a bright colored wall and it'll have almost the same effect. This is one drawback. The second one would be the fact that this one is button operated, which means you would have to push this button for, I don't know, 1 or 2 seconds for the light to turn on. And then you press this button very short to cycle through the modes. This would be 80 lumen, and this is 360. Now, this is bright enough, I would say, for anything you want to do. I prefer to keep it in a low mode, and I usually twist the head off a bit so it cannot turn on, because this is actually the part that I don't like about this flashlight. It has turned on in my pocket a number of times. I don't even know how many times before I thought, you know, I really need to twist the head. So it doesn't actually offer that benefit of it not being a twist head operated flashlight, because if you leave it in your pocket as is, at some point or another the button will get depressed and it'll turn itself on. Now, if it turns itself on in this mode, the 5 lumen mode, it's not going to be a big problem because it's good for a long time. However, if it turns itself on in the 360 lumen mode, it'll only be good for about 20 minutes. It'll go through your battery very quickly, and then, well, what did you do? So I usually keep it twisted off so it cannot turn itself on. Those are the drawbacks. Here I would like to mention the fact that it has a maximum output of 360 lumens, and it does make up for those two drawbacks. It has a reversible pocket clip, so you can actually clip this to your hat or to your pocket. It has a very good tension on a pocket clip, so you actually have to pull this and somehow get your fingers in closer to where it sits on the flashlight so you can pull the pocket clip off. This is something that I like. It's not as tight as it is with the Olight, where you actually have a hard time taking the pocket clip off, and it's not as loose as with the TI3, where it sometimes happens that if you have a hat with a brim that's too thick, it'll fly off. So the pocket clip is perfect. The size is perfect. Now, the investment is a bit larger because of the rechargeable 10440 battery. However, the flashlight is very well priced. I paid about, I think, 20 euros for it when I bought it. And that is very acceptable. That is in the price range of the other flashlights. But it offers so much more when it comes to lumen count. I carried all my keys next to my Leatherman squirt, and it does kind of show right here, but I don't mind. Now, everybody has at one point or another dropped their keys, and I probably dropped my keys. So I can tell you for a fact that it is impact resistant. I cannot tell you if it's water resistant because I have not tested for that. I suppose it is, at least splash resistant, and I do not intend to go swimming with this flashlight. As an EDC Keychain flashlight, right now I have not found something better, and I would like to thank you guys for always pointing out things and pointing me towards cool gear. I bought this at a good price, and for the last month since I found the battery, I've been really enjoying having this one. So I wanted to just let you know that this thing does exist, that it is very bright for a keychain flashlight, and well, at the moment I think this is going to stay here. It replaced the TI3, which I carried for years, and it did so very successfully. The fact that it does not do a tail stand, well, I'm not so happy about that, but the 360 lumens does fully make up for it. If you have any questions about the UltraTac K18, just let me know in the comment section and I'll try to get to them as soon as possible. I'd like to thank you for watching, and as always, I wish you all a great day.